JoJo again, and today we're going to make fast and easy enchiladas. Now we're going to make them on the stove because that makes it a lot quicker instead of having to turn on the oven and heat up the house. So we're going to make it really quick. We're going to start with 5 pounds and we're going to cut off 2 pounds of hamburger meat, just like we did here, and we add it into the pan. We're going to cook it until it's all done. Okay, now that the meat is done, we're going to add 2 packages. The reason being is because we've got 2 pounds of enchiladas, so we're going to add 2 packages of the McCormick because that is the brand I like. And I'm going to add the second one. Now I've already drained all the oil, which I forgot to tell you, but I did drain all the oil because you really don't want all the oil coming out while you're trying to eat your enchiladas. So we put the 2 packages, mix it up. We're going to add the 2 cans of sauce. And we're going to add the water. And we're going to let it mix. What we want to do is we're going to add a little bit more water because it calls for 2 cups. Going to add a little bit more water. We're going to turn it down a little bit because we do want to bring it to a boil, but we want to have the right amount of water before we bring it to a boil. Now while this is cooking, it's got to come to a boil, and we're going to mix it up so it'll get all nice and at the right consistency. There we go. We're going to mix it up really good. We're going to move it aside because now what we want to do is we want to make the tortillas, and we want to make them nice and soft. This way when you roll them, they won't break on you. So we're going to move that over. We're going to bring right here. We're going to bring a pan where we're going to make our tortillas. I've got a little bit of oil in it, and we want to soften it. What we want to do first is make sure that it gets hot. Because once it gets real hot, you can just put the tortilla in there for maybe about 5 seconds or so, and it will start to cook. So it only takes 5 seconds, remember that, 5 seconds, and you just get it, turn it, just enough to get it soft, and we let it drain a little bit. We're going to do one more because they're so quick to make. Put it in there, give it a little swirl there. Flip it, and that is it. Now what we have to do is let it drain, let it drain, let it drain. I've got a little cake pan here. What I like to use is newspaper. I put on the bottom, and then I put paper towels, and then I let it soak for a little bit. I like to turn them after I finish making all of them. This way there's a little bit of grease on top. We flip them, and they will start draining on that side. And then we'll bring them on this side. I'll bring them right here where I have my cheese, and I have my onions. And the meat is ready, and here's the meat. And what we're going to do is probably get us a little plate. Get us one plate. Might have to take that one off. Put it underneath because you really don't want to put it on your table. We'll get our pan. Now when I'm rolling the enchiladas, I like to take this out and use a spoon with holes in it because you want a lot of meat in it and not so much juice until you put it on top. You lay your corn tortilla, put it down here, lay your corn tortilla down, get a little bit of our meat, and I just like to hit it a little bit, let some of that thick juice come out, and we'll roll it in there and stick it in there. Some of us like onions in it, some of us don't, so I like to make one pan with onions and one pan without, and this is how we do it, just a little bit of meat, a little bit of cheese, and let's roll it. And then we'll shove it to the side. And then we'll continue doing the same thing. It doesn't take long at all. This is really quick. And this is one of the best things to do. Normally people make them in the oven and it takes so long and they kind of dread making them. But I think doing it this way is really fast and really good. And if you keep that meat and that sauce really hot, never has to go in the oven. There we go, there we go. And we're going to do one last one because this cake, this little pan here, is good with 4. Now for every pound you can make at least 8 good ones. So if you think 2 pounds, you can make 16. And then, you know, you just keep adding 8 to every pound. And then we're going to turn it. And there we go. Now we know the one with the onion is right here, so that one will be mine, and we'll give the other ones, everybody will get a taste. And I like to put cheese on the top. There we go. And then I like to throw the sauce. Now I'm not going to bang it so the juice doesn't come out, but we'll throw this on top. And if you do it this way, you won't get any soggies. You know those enchiladas where they're kind of too soggy and you don't really want to eat them? Throw those on top, and here comes the cheese again. Now you tell me that doesn't look good. Okay, and it's only been, I'd say, about 3 minutes, and look at this cheese. Look how nice and melted it is, and then we got that one side with the onions. And this is the fastest way to do it, at least the fastest way I know. So, thanks for watching. If you want to comment, feel free to comment. And we'll see you next time when I make something different. Thank you.